So thanks to my game development portfolio, I have been able to work with the top companies such as Voodoo, which is a game development studio with over 200 million monthly active users and 7 billion game downloads. I've worked with them as an external studio testing 3 prototypes. And also I worked at Zemba as a course instructor on Godot and GameMaker, with whom I created something like 15 game development courses. And as you can see, it's a platform with more than 1 million learners. And probably the main reason why I was able to work with these companies is because I have this game development portfolio. Of course, don't just go ahead and copy and paste everything, okay, because it's not going to work. It really depends on your experience, on what type of roles you are applying for, etc. But well, I just wanted to share it with you. You can also access it on your own if you just go to this address. It is completely there for you to look for it, letta.github.io. Well, actually, just zoom in here for you a little bit so that you can actually take a look at the address. Right over there, you can see it. And now let's basically start checking it out. First of all, I built it basically natively using HTML, CSS, and JavaScript, so quite simple technologies, but there are still websites that allow you to do it dragging and dropping blocks without having to use any kind of code, but well, that is your choice, okay? What I want to show you here is like the structure that my portfolio has, the different sections, how I fill them in, etc. So for example, first of all, I have a header over here, as you can see, it sticks around as I move with the different sections, also with my social media, and as I apply for roles in both English and Spanish, I have both websites just translated in different languages. So this is kind of like the landing page. I'm Marco Boletta, game developer and content creator. I also really like the background, okay, with the 3 main games that I have created, okay? And just a button to jump to the project. That is probably the most important thing of the portfolio. But well, firstly, I just have an about me section, okay, and in this case I divided it between formal education and experience. That are probably the 2 most important things in your about me section, okay. And I try to use bold letters and sentences to highlight the important thing. I know university degree in video game development, full scholarship, winning a game development contest, passed the first certificate in English with an A and the score, ability at level C1. Experience, top companies, Voodoo, 7 billion downloads. Here, well, I should also highlight Zemba, for example, 1 million learners, 750 videos, 10,000 subscribers. Well, so it's a little bit easier to spot what actually makes me stand out from other candidates or from other developers. I also have a download CV option that, as you can see, just redirects you to a drive where I have a Google Drive of a file where I have hosted the CV. And for the professional experience, I just have this in a kind of cards, okay, system in which I just highlight the different experiences. I like to put like the title of the position, a brief description of it. Once again, I always try to highlight like the results of it. For example, creation and testing of 3 successful hybrid casual prototypes using Unity while working closely with Voodoo's team. I don't say I created 3 prototypes. No, I try to kind of make it look better and to actually sell it more, because this is not false, this is true. So you have to master the ability of writing good sentences in just one sentence to describe things in a best way. Think of this as if you were a recruiter and were looking at this. What do you want to look for or to read over here? Okay, 3 successful hybrid casual prototypes using Unity while working with Voodoo's team. That is a huge company, so that actually demonstrates a lot of practical experience. Godot and GameMaker course instructor. I created 10 Godot courses and 7 GameMaker courses. Engine that I learned for this job in specific. So here I demonstrated how many courses I were able to create and the fact that I specifically learned GameMaker for this job in specific. So that also shows the skill to learn something quickly and specifically for a job. Now we're here, for example, in the game development content creator, 10,000 subscribers, 3 million views, so etc. Or for example here, freelance game development course instructor, 30 hours of course content. So I always try to highlight the achievements or the good things. And also here, as I got an amazing review from Pablo Farias, who is the CEO or founder at Zemba, I just put it here. And I put here a button to verify it on my LinkedIn, because this was given on my LinkedIn page, and just here the clarification to scroll down to the recommendations section. Because, well, sometimes if you just put here the words and you don't have it like verified on LinkedIn or in some kind of website, it is quite difficult for people to actually trust it, because this could have been written by I know, by AI or whatever, or this may not be the actual review, okay, or recommendation. So well, if you have the chance of creating it in some way that people can verify it, it is going to be amazing. So I put here relevant project. Once again, I just want to clarify all of them have been developed using Unity. And what I have here, once again, the different cards with the game icon, the name, and also have here a pretty quick GIF, okay, with just maybe 5 to 15 seconds of the game, so that you can actually see what the game is about. And then if people actually want to download it, get it on Google Play, and they're going to be redirected to the corresponding web page. And once again, I divided them depending on what their projects are. These are associated with Voodoo, so with the previous professional experience. These are personal indie games. These are freelance projects. That well, not all of them are here, unfortunately, because this is the only one that I was able to showcase because of rights. And then I also, it is kind of already been said, of course, if I created things in Unity, it is obvious that I know Unity. If I have a Godot channel, it's obvious that I know Godot, but it's always good to just make these points clear, okay? What do you know? Because I also mention other stuff, for example, HTML, CSS, GS, GameMaker. Well, I did mention GameMaker, but well, Python I did not mention, but anyway. And then in terms of certificates, well, here I have them. So this is something that looks quite good, okay? And once again, I divided them into Unity game development because well, I have like lots of certificates. So I did want to break them in the different engines, okay? Godot, Unity, general game development, pixel art, and others. And also, for example, here, I have more information about the courses. So, for example, the exact date in which they were issued. Well, the date I believe is here in the portfolio, but anyway. So, for example, you can get to see the actual course link, also the category of it, the length, the company, the certificate. Well, you can get to see like lots of things over there. So that's also something that you can add if you really want to. And well, that's basically all. Okay, then I have a contact me section with my email, my number, and my just a contact form in case they just want to directly message me right there. But I will not, I believe I have ever received a job opportunity or a client or whatever over here. I've never. But well, it is there in case that you want. And also have here go up button. So once again, don't just go ahead and copy the exact same stuff that I have over here. But you are able still to take this structure, okay, or some stuff over here, okay. The about me section is nice if you can divide it. It is nice if you can highlight the most important things. In the professional experience, it is good that, well, it is everything stylish, as you can see. Well, I try to make it as stylish as possible. Remember to highlight the achievements that you had. What else? If you have a testimonial that people can verify on LinkedIn or wherever, put it also there. If you want to have a relevant project section or whatever, put a GIF there, make it look stylish, professional, okay? If you want to also highlight your skills here, you can do it maybe like this. So I hope that it has helped you a little bit create your game development portfolio. It's worked quite fine for me. It's really helped me get lots of jobs, clients. So well, I do think that it was verified to work correctly. But anyway, there is no hidden key, no perfect portfolio. So I'm all the time actually updating it, making small adjustments to polish it as much as possible. But anyway, let me know what you think in the comments down below.